Artistic Strokes. I am Shivanshi and I am back with another video. So today is another wall painting day because I think I'm going crazy after these wall paintings because they look absolutely beautiful, and I am on my way to convert my home into kind of a wall museum kind of a place. So let's dive straight into it.
So this is quite a big wall painting that I'm going to paint, and I think this is going to be the biggest wall painting that I have ever made till now. So I've already sketched very lightly what I have to make, but I don't think it would be quite visible to you in this video. It is actually very important to have a sketch or at least some markings on the wall before you start the actual painting. Even if you were extremely good at painting from your head, because you need to know where you are going to place the things, in which angle, and also things in relation to each other. So this, as you can see, is going to be a doodle. So for those of you who don't know, doodles are composed of random and abstract lines, but they could also have concrete representational meanings. So this one is definitely one that is based on a theme, which you will get to know a bit later in the video. So here I've started doing the moon. I think this was the most difficult part of the whole painting because I had to stand on my toes to reach the uppermost part of it, even when I was standing on a stool, and B, it was actually very difficult to make the texture of the moon, the kind of texture moon has, because of the colors that I'm using. So here I'm using acrylic colors, and the surface I'm painting on is very smooth because this is the wall of my room and it already has a lot of paint on it. So what happens, it doesn't have the capacity to absorb more paint. So what happens is that the colors do not blend into each other very easily because of the smooth surface. There are a lot of marks of the brush that remain. So due to this, I couldn't get the texture that I wanted on the moon using these acrylic colors. So I tried a lot of different things. I tried the normal wall paint, that is distemper, but that also didn't help. So I tried wax crayons, I tried pencil colors, but nothing worked. Then finally I tried using a normal pencil. So for the final texture of the moon, for the final touch, I have used a pencil. So this is the best part about art, that there are no rules. You can mix and match and blend anything, whatever feels good to you. So the only rule, according to me, my rule is that the final piece should look pleasant to the eyes and the mind, and it is actually my only aim of making art. So I believe for making any kind of art, you need to have the feel and put in the right kind of emotions, and then only will that art piece come out to be good. So I think you have to make something that means something to you and not just for the sake of making it. So I think this one piece of art means a lot to me. Though I like to use acrylic colors a lot because it is very easy to make details using these colors, and plus these are very glossy, so they give a very nice glossy look and texture to the painting. Otherwise, even the normal wall paints, the distemper, can be used for painting, or you can use both distemper and acrylic. For example, you can use distemper for the backgrounds or the areas where you need not make much details, and then you can use acrylics for the areas where you need to paint a lot of detail. So as far as this painting is concerned, everything here has a lot of detail. So here comes another tip that I would like to give you. Whenever you are painting making a painting or even drawing, you'll have to decide where you have to stop, in the sense that you'll have to decide which details you need to include in the painting and which are the details then that you can exclude. So for example, there are some details which can actually make your painting look messy. For example, here you can see the tube color. Here in the reference that I used to make this tube color, there was also a very small camel, a photo of a camel that was made. So I decided not to include that in this painting, painting of the tube, because I thought it would make the tube look messy. So I decided to exclude this from my painting. So this is just an example. What you actually need to include or want to include, and what actually you need not include is definitely depends on your decision, and you have to choose for yourself. I started this painting in summers and I could complete this in winters because I had to take some really long breaks in middle because I was occupied with some other work. But I think it is good to take breaks because it helps you to come up with new ideas and look at your painting with a fresh perspective. So I think I'm really happy the way it has come out to be. So after filling the word freedom with all the patterns, when I looked at it, I realized that it was looking so white and it popped out, and it actually became the focus point of the painting, which I didn't want it to be. So I decided to give it a bit of color, a dull color, so that the things surrounding the word also get some focus. And here is the final touch to the painting with a stick of a beautiful dandelion flower. I really love these flowers because they are so delicate and they just get blown into the wind.
So here we come to the end of the video, but before ending, I would like to show the original sketch that I had made of this painting. So here we go. This was the original sketch that I had made, and I have actually excluded a few things from this. Like I have not included this pair of eyes that you can see over here because I have similar pair of eyes right in the front wall over here. So I didn't want two pair of eyes in my room. That would have looked really odd. So I decided to exclude these. And then there's one tube over here that I have excluded because I thought that was not needed because there are two in this one. So I made this one over here, as you can see. And I think rest of the things are quite same. Yeah, rest is fine. So that's it. This signifies things that make me feel free, like looking at the moon or the butterfly or a bird, and music, and then art of course is the biggest source of freedom for me, and driving a scooter with open hair with little air brushing the face and the hair, which gives an amazing feeling, and of course the raindrops, all of these things make me feel free and amazing and beautiful. So here's a task for you people. I want all of you to go in the comment section and tell me that one thing that gives you the feel of freedom, and do like the video if you liked the painting. and share it with everyone you know. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.